and hopefully the sound will kick in. So, but I only need 2 players, and I now have 3. There's a reason we're improvisers and not mathematicians.
I think we're set on sound.
We're good on sound?
All right. We're back.
Becca, did you say we're good on sound?
I think so. Facebook, can you hear us?
Facebook, can you hear?
Suzanne says yay.
Okay, but I still need 2 players because now we're down to 1.
All right.
Oh, improv is easy as 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. But here we are. So we're finally going to start this game now. But beyond just the game, we're going to get a couple of letters of the alphabet. And so every action that the players say has to use 2 words that start with those letters of the alphabet. So Becca, may we have 2 letters of the alphabet, please?
U and L.
Okay, U and L. We will start with Zach for this game of What Are You Doing?
Zach, what are you doing?
Understandably lewd.
You want to see everything that I have under my clothes? Well, I can show that to you if I take
Mary,
off
what are you
my
doing?
clothes. I am unicycling loudly.
Oh, fuck. I fell down. Let's try this again.
Hey, Zach, what
Umbrella
are you doing?
loofahs. Mary, what are you doing?
I am unplanning lefse.
All right. We all gathered around together, the family Christmas table, and we want some lefse to celebrate the season, but oh, where'd the lefse go? I don't know. Look under the table. No,
Hey, Zach,
I don't
what
know
are you
what I'm
doing?
doing.
Oh,
Okay, Zach is out, but here comes Bill. So let's get another 2 letters from Becca, please.
T and Q.
T and Q, and we'll start with our reigning defending champion, Mary Kay.
Mary Kay, what are you doing?
I'm terrorizing quokkas.
Quokkas?
I think it's Australian and it might start with a K.
Doesn't matter. I see you over there, Quokkas. You're not going to get away from me this time, even if I'm doing a Cockney accent instead of an Australian accent.
Bill!
What?
Bill! What are you doing?
I am tiptoeing quietly. Yes, Mary Kay, what are you doing?
I am typing quintessentially.
You know, darling, don't you just remember the way they used to type? You know, sing. That's how we all should be typing. You know.
Hey, what, Bill? What are you doing?
I am tongue twistering quickly.
The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. The lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Rubber baby bumpy. Rubber baby
Mary Kay, what are you doing?
Beats me.
All right. Let's get another player. Here comes Matt, it looks like. There's Matt. All right, and Becca, can we please have 2 more letters?
SC.
Can you say those again?
SC.
S and C. S and C. Bill, start it.
Bill, what are you doing?
You know, swinging crayons.
Okay, Cran. Okay, I see you, Fuchsia. You better put your keys in that jar right over there. Okay, we're gonna mix them up. Okay, yeah, Chartreuse. Okay, I know you're ready for this. Okay, we gotta wait till everybody's here. Okay, yeah, Aqua. I know that you came with the Marine over there. Okay, so it doesn't matter. You still gotta put your keys.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm stealing Care Bears.
Now, honey, Daddy can't afford you a present this year, so we're gonna go into this Care Bear store, and when I say run, you grab the fluffiest one you can find, and then run, okay? And I'll grab one too, and then we'll both have Care Bears, you know? Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not sure.
Bye-bye, Bill. And here comes Steve. This will be our final round. So this time, let's get 3 letters.
Matt doesn't have enough bandwidth for 3 letters.
BRH.
BRH. Matt, start it.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm bringing red herrings.
Okay, so I've got this thing. No, look over there. That's the thing you need. No, not this. That right over there. That's the thing you need. That's what you should be paying attention to. The one. Oh, it's not this. It's that right up there.
Steve, what are you doing?
I am blanking really hard.
Okay, and then because then
Matt, what are you doing?
I am blowing Rose heartily.
Whoa! It's like I can see smells. Oh, I got 2 in a row. Oh, God.
Whoa. Oh, hey, Steve, what are you doing?
I am being really hairy.
Okay, so it's coming in right there too. Okay, and then I mean, ear covers it, but it's still coming out right there too. And if you look really close, there's some coming in.
You're frozen, Matt. What are you doing?
I am breaking rapid helmets.
Okay, it's my 3rd day as a crash test dummy. I got this.
Oh! Ow!
We'll just go ahead. We'll go ahead and stop there. Because that game was otherwise going to go for an hour. Great job, everybody. That one's What Are You Doing? Now we're going to move on to show off some of our creative side. Because improv is not a full-time job, believe it or not. And so a lot of us do creative work on the side, specifically in advertising and things like that. So we're going to get suggestions from you for stuff, and we are going to give you taglines for that stuff. So, Becca, maybe we have a suggestion.
Tacos.
The only food to have its own day of the week. Taco Tuesday.
Or you could have them Any day. Tacos.
Who's putting on the Ritz? Tacos.
The only food that becomes a salad when you eat it. Tacos.
Okay, let's get another suggestion, please.
A toilet brush.
Toilet brush.
You think you've got a shitty job. Toilet brush.
What's the last brush that I used? Toilet brush.
You don't want no scrub, or do you? Toilet brush.
I've got a straight flush. Toilet brush.
Ask me why I'm blue. Toilet brush.
All right, let's get another suggestion.
Ballpoint pens.
Ballpoint pens.
Stop.
Because your parents can't afford a tablet. Ballpoint pens.
Stop pointing at my balls. Ballpoint pen.
For when you want the right stuff. Ballpoint pens.
It's a big deal. Ballpoint pens.
Want to join the Pen 15 club? Ballpoint pens.
Mightier than the sword. Ballpoint pens.
Very profound.
Well, no.
Zach, I know where you were going with that.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop taglines there. And we're going to jump on to our next game, which is Question Statement, which is for Matt, Bill, and Steve. So the others can take a break. So now for this game, Steve, you can feel free to say whatever you want to say in the scene. Yes. Talk freely at will. Matt and Bill, you're going to have some restrictions on what you can say. You will each be given one question and one statement. And those are the only things you can say in the scene. So let's start with Matt. Becca, can we get a question for Matt?
What's on the agenda for today?
What's on the agenda for today? And a statement for Matt.
Your shoes don't match.
Your shoes don't match. And a question for Bill.
Are your hands clean?
Okay. Are your hands clean? And a statement for Bill.
Don't make this weird.
Don't make this weird. All right. And then I think we want to go with a place that has a lot of excitement.
Yes, we're at an old-timey carnival.
An old-timey carnival. Old-timey, better not be a newfangled carnival. So we're at an old-timey carnival, so Matt and Bill can only say their questions and their statements. Steve can say whatever he wants. This is question statement. Go.
What's on the agenda for today?
Sorry I'm late, guys. I'll sleep in the trailer.
Don't make this weird.
Oh, I promise. Last night was a fluke, man. Last night was a fluke. I'm not even drinking today.
What's on the agenda for today?
Well, I'm gonna vomit, and then I'm gonna change my t-shirt, and then we can get on stage and play.
Well, are your hands clean?
I'll wash them after I vomit, I promise.
Oh,
Your shoes don't match.
Oh, fuck.
don't make this weird.
Yeah, dude, why you gotta check out my shoes? Once I get on stage, everything will be fine. You just play the drums, Bill, you play the bass. I promise I'll have my shit together by
Hey,
showtime.
drummer, are your hands clean?
Yeah. What's on the agenda for today?
I my agenda. Bill, what's your agenda, bass man?
Don't make this weird.
Look, I'm sorry. Like, I know you wanted to be the front man of Trio.
Are your hands clean?
Oh, are you trying to say like I should feel guilty for coming in and stealing your gig?
Yeah, your shoes don't match.
No, you're right. My shoes aren't as nice as his. His trust fund baby mama that paid for his bass lessons, he made him feel like he deserved the front position. We're on the carnival circuit, though. We need a face.
Dude, don't make this weird.
This face is gonna sell out arenas, dude.
Your shoes don't match.
You're right. His are nicer than mine. I get it.
Yeah.
But one day we're gonna be millionaires, man.
Yeah. Are your
What's
hands
the
clean?
agenda for today?
Okay. For today. Well, I figured we'd open with the standard, right? Like,
Don't make this weird. Yeah.
yeah, like we'll open with "Don't make this weird." We always close with
What's on the agenda?
right. What's on the agenda?
Your shoes.
Okay. You've got this weird obsession with shoes. I've been meaning to talk to you about it.
Are your hands clean?
Yeah. Are your hands clean? Like, I poured beer on mine after I peed. I'm good. Oh, look, you got
Make this weird.
Lysol wipes out of the van, man. Those are supposed to stay in the van for number 2s.
Well, your shoes don't match.
Right. The van's white. One of my shoes is black. It's fine. Oh, you know, when I set up this whole carnival circuit, I didn't realize that you guys are going to be such divas about everything. Why does he sleep until 2 p.m.? Why can't he just stay sober through the first set? I don't even know if I
Are
want to.
your hands clean?
I'm thinking about washing my hands of it. Yes, that's where I was going with this.
Today.
Today, yes.
Today.
I'm thinking about taking my uncle's van and heading up to Toronto. I know some guys up there.
Don't make this weird.
I'm trying not to make it weird, but look, guys, I've got a case of beer, I've got a half a tank of gas, and I've got a guitar with 5 strings. I'm going places, man.
All right. We will stop right there. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching, that was the story of how every band ever broke up. Next up, we're gonna show you how awesome we are with the English language. But before we show off our awesomeness, I wanted to let you know that in the links or down below the video in the description, there are links for some amazing, awesome groups that are doing super good, incredibly important work in our community. And we would love it so much if you would support them in any way you can, whether that's making a donation or sharing their links on your social media, whatever you can do to help them do the amazing work they do that so importantly needs to be done. So thank you in advance for that. Now, on to this next game. We're going to have a good old-fashioned spelling bee. So we're going to get words from the audience, and our players are going to do their best to work collaboratively to spell and define the words. So, Becca, what is our first word for the spelling bee? Preferably a fairly common, ordinary, not too long word.
Candle.
Candle.
Candle. C.
A.
N.
D.
L.
E. Candle.
A.
Wick.
That.
Burns.
Candle.
All right. Good job. Get to advance to the next level. So let's get another word that's a little bit more difficult than that last one, please.
Orange.
Orange. Your word is orange.
Orange. O.
R.
A.
N.
G.
E. Orange.
Orange. A.
Object.
Is.
Many.
Colors.
But.
Never.
Orange.
Orange.
Ooh, that's a mind bender. Turns out orange is not actually a color. Some sort of figment of our imaginations. But you got it right. So let's move on to the next level. An even more difficult word, Becca.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Ambulance. A.
M.
B.
U.
L.
E.
N.
C.
E. Ambulance.
Whoa.
Watch.
Out.
4.
D.
Ambulance.
It.
Ambulance.
All right. That one was still pretty good. Good enough to advance to the next level. There may have been a slight spelling error, but that's okay. So we'll go on to give us, Becca, give us the most challenging, complicated SAT type word you've got.
Paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia. Good luck.
Paraphernalia. Para.
Fen.
Nalia. Paraphernalia.
The.
Guy.
Who.
Cheats.
At.
Poker.
Will.
Always.
Bring.
Too.
Much.
Paraphernalia. Paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia.
Paraphernalia.
All right. That is our spelling bee. I'll leave it up to the audience to decide whether you won the spelling bee or not. But regardless, you certainly enjoyed it. We're gonna go on to another game. This is for Zach and Mary Kay. This is a scene game. So the others can take a little break. Now, for this scene game, this is called Styles. And as you go through the scene, I'm going to keep stopping you. You'll hear this sound. And then I will give you a new style. And you'll both switch to doing the scene in that new style. I have a list of styles that we got from commenters online that I will be going off of. So we need a suggestion to get started. So Becca, do we have a suggestion?
Hold on. A syllabus.
A syllabus. All right, your suggestion is a syllabus.
Miss Thomas. Miss Thomas.
This is going to be a really hard class, just so you know.
Miss Thomas, it says right here on the syllabus that you do not allow pens. No pens in class, just
Number 2 pencils or dry erase markers only.
Western.
Well, you see, Miss Thompson, I only write in pen, and you will not be able to change me.
Well, if you go down by the one-room schoolhouse and you mess up my dry erase board, I'm just gonna have to sick the sheriff on you.
Miss Thompson, this town ain't big enough for the two of us.
It ain't big enough for your stupid pens.
Noir.
She wasn't gonna let me use pens, but I thought, hey, man, hey, Slick, I'll figure out a way around this, and I'll use an old timey pen. I will use a whale pen, and she won't even know what hit her.
I'm the toughest dame in this city, and you won't use a pen. Not in my classroom. No way.
Well, you see, this isn't a pen. This is a different kind of writing device. You dunk it in a pool of ink, and you write. It's not a.
All right then. As long as you don't use a pen, you can use your ink thing.
I think I'm going to get away from this. See? Oh, wow.
Steampunk.
I totally will use a pen in class, and you can't do anything about it. I'm gonna ride my steam-powered unicycle to the front of the class and write with a pen. What do you think about that, Miss Thompson?
Martial arts.
Bah, bah, bah. Huh. You come at me, I come at you. Huh.
Fine, come at me.
I will flip you and you will die.
I will use my power technique.
Superhero period piece.
And the fair citizens of Classroom A won't know what hit them. I will send care packages filled with pens. And
Children, the children have to say the Pledge of Allegiance before we can teach them anything. That's the most important lesson of all.
You're not going to come down on us, Miss Thompson. You're not going to force these citizens of Classroom 1A to say the Pledge of Allegiance. They're going to write with pens, and they're going to be free. If I'm not Mr. School.
Don't you threaten us. We need some help.
Student-made sci-fi horror.
We come from the planet Desk in the galaxy learning. We will learn and you will hear. Do you comply?
I am hypnotizing you with my ray of confusion.
In the galaxy of Desk, we love pens, all sorts of pens.
Will you be able to learn anything? Will you be able to learn the lessons that society has so long besmirched?
Dunk your pen in my well, and we will learn together.
Zack Snyder's directed slow motion action story time at the library.
Once upon a time, not in front of the children.
That is the game of styles. Wonderfully played. Oh my goodness.
Someone tell me what steampunk is sometime.
It's apparently.
You know, it can be challenging playing a game like Styles if you're not familiar with one of the styles you're given. But this next game takes that to a whole new level. I'm calling it Ultimate Unprov. And as hard as it may be to play in a style you're unfamiliar with, we're about to find out what it's like to play a game you've never even heard of before. Because I have a good friend of mine who's going to pop in and visit with us, and he's brought a game of his creation that the players have never heard of before, have never played before, and have no idea what it's going to be. So will you give a big hand for Bryce? Hey, Bryce.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, great. Enjoying the show so far. I'm
Awesome.
excited to see what happens coming up here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and start setting this thing up.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Bryce Kalla. I am an improviser. I am a producer, and I'm an instructor. And this game is a game I invented called Whose Turn Is It Anyway? All right. So the rules of this game are simple, but I'm going to make them overly complicated because I believe in all of you, and I think that you can pull it off. So to start off, we are going to have nobody in the scene, and each person can only deliver one line per turn. You're each going to take turns delivering one line at a time, sort of like you would see in a you're going to, well, we'll get into that. So you're going to deliver one line at a time, then it'll be the next person's turn to deliver a line. However, the turn order is determined based on when you enter the scene. So if you're the first person in the scene, you are player number one. It's your turn first. The second person to enter goes after them, and so on and so forth. So if there's only two people in the scene, you can keep talking to just those two, but you have to wait for that third person to come in to say their line before we can go back to the top of the order. If you are understanding this so far, thumbs up. Otherwise, I could say it one more time. All five of you are part of this scene, and each one of you will have a place in that order. So the first person, you're only going to speak after the fifth person has said their line. Second person, you can only speak after the first person has gone. But you don't know the order until you've entered the scene. So you're going to have to pay attention to who orders or who enters before you so that you know when your turn is to speak. And you're all in the scene together, so you can keep moving the scene forward. But unfortunately, you can't talk to the person before you. You can only kind of talk to the whole group or the next person in line. Does that make sense? We're going to try it out. We're going to see what happens. To make it even more difficult, now you're each going to have a suggestion that will inform your character. So the first thing I need to know is there someone in this group who feels like, by show of hands, that you have a really, really good vocabulary? Who's got the, who wants to challenge? Matt, Alto? Okay, you're going to, I'm giving you one-word responses.
Yeah.
So use your vocabulary to the best that you can and see if you could try your best to bring in some big words. We just had some in the spelling bee. Maybe they could go back. Alternatively, is there anyone in here that feels like they can never quite get the right amount out?
Me.
That okay, all right. I'm gonna say that you can only speak in monologues.
Okay.
Okay. So great. We have that. Now, from the audience, I am gonna need a catchphrase. What's a good catchphrase that we could use for this game?
And that's why you don't put your finger there.
And that's why you don't put your finger there. Who would like, of the three of you remaining? Steve? All right, very good, Steve. Next, I need an emotion. An emotion.
That's the only thing I can say.
No, you can. Oh, sorry. Good question. You have to use that catchphrase multiple times. Maybe try to do it each time you speak. All right, but we have to see that come back at least a couple times. Okay. Next, an emotion from the audience.
Hysterical.
Hysterical. Who's going to take Bill or Mary? Mary, hysterical. I'm going to let you decide whether this is the emotion you have or if it's just an inspiration for the scene. And last but not least, Bill he's going to be playing a not so current celebrity that, but is a well-known celebrity, but isn't currently, in the public eye for something negative.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. Okay, so once again, none of you will be in the scene until you enter. Your entry determines the order in which you speak. I encourage you to challenge yourself to leave and come back in time for your turn if you want to. But basically, you'll all be following the same order throughout the scene, and we'll see if we can continue this in a good conversation using only one line at a time. And once again, let's go through it. Matt, what's your suggestion?
One word responses, hopefully big words.
Yes, Zach, what's yours?
I'm monologuing. I'm monologuist.
Monologuist. Steve.
And that's why you don't put your finger there.
Mm-hmm. Mary.
Hysterical.
And Bill.
I am Canadian legend Celine Dion.
All right, make sure to take your turns. Don't talk over each other, and have fun. This is whose turn is it anyway?
Sometimes I feel like nobody's here, like I'm the only one in the room, and I listen.
That is priceless.
I listen for people, and they hear me, and I want to speak out to them, but no one will speak, and I get scared inside, and I want to hide myself in the tiniest of places, like in the corner right here.
Expound.
I will expound. When I'm in this corner, I feel safe and protected. The barbs and arrows from other people will not harm me in here, and I will smile and drink my tea.
Arrows and barbs. Arrows and barbs.
Diagnosis.
It says here that these people are all suffering from delusional schizophrenia.
Delusional schizophrenia.
Finger there.
Why? Oh dear! This disease, this mental state has befallen us, and we won't look right or left or up or down. We're trapped in ourselves.
Affecto schizo disorder.
Near, far, wherever there's a bow, that's where you can find me. I'll be there waiting. Oh, hi.
That lady is rude. She skipped the doctor. The good doctor knows that if someone skips him, he can write a prescription for death. For this is Dr. Kevorkian, the sinister man, and he carries the keys of life.
It gives me the green.
Psychosomatic?
It's really not that big a deal that I got skipped. I'm the doctor. I'm supposed to just be over in the corner changing out my gloves because that's why you don't put your finger there.
Celine, Celine, why do you not speak? You are a singer. You must sing. You must sing to the nation. You must sing for all peoples. You must give the gift of song in front.
No one likes Celine. Celine is the worst. There's a reason she's no longer in the public eye.
Mellifluous.
My heart will go on.
Seriously, nobody's talked over me this much since med school. My God. Okay.
The doctor is mad. He will smite us with his knowledge of the human body. And Celine will be silent yet heard. The hysterical woman, what do you think? What do you say? Can you interject in front of Celine? I want to know.
Is the meaning of the crisis that we're in this country. Ah!
Munchausen by proxy.
And
I'm gonna
I will
your
always
and
love
understanding your
you. Now I do cover songs too. Always in Vegas, of course. I'll always love you.
That is why you don't put your finger there.
All right.
Whoa.
That is whose turn is it anyway? You all are really good sports. You did a really good job.
Well done. Well done. I enjoyed the way that goes.
Thanks.
That
for
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Bryce.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Bryce.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks for coming, Bryce. Anything else you want to mention before you?
Well, first off, thanks for having me here. It's been a blast watching the show. I'm looking forward to the last couple games here. But for those of you watching at home, I am going to be teaching one more round of a class that I invented called Patterns, Comedy Theory for Improvisers. One of the games is Whose Turn Is It Anyway? It's maybe a little less difficult than that, but it's still a fun time. And yeah, we'll just talk about the theory behind what makes things funny in improv and work on that. So that'll be announced all over the Facebook groups and, of course, on my website, kalaproductions.com. That's my last name, Kal. Productions.com, and that class is coming soon, Saturdays in September. So look for that. Otherwise, stay tuned to all of the Minneapolis improv things. You're bound to see me somewhere.
Awesome. Thank you, Bryce.
Thank you.
And this is not a paid endorsement. I am taking Bryce's current patterns class right now, and it is fantastic. So you should definitely sign up for it. It's really fun. I have learned so much. And Bryce is an awesome teacher, so check it out.
That game was
now-
amazing. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun to watch too. And now on the heels of Bill's breakout performance as Celine Dion, I'm gonna have him stick around to do some more music with Mary Kay. So the other three of you can take a break. Now we have Bill and Mary Kay here. And so we're gonna play Merry Melodies. So we're gonna get two songs and they're gonna do a scene and they have to sing the dialogue in their scene to the tune of their song. So I'm gonna take a page from the way we set up that last game. So Becca, what's a like a pop culture song that everyone knows?
Ghetto Man.
Ghetto Man? Okay. So which of you would like to do Ghetto Man? All right. So that leaves Mary Kay with whatever this next
It would sound a lot like steampunk.
So can we get like a children's song that everybody knows?
It's for a children's song. How about Total Eclipse of the Heart?
Ooh,
That's totally not a children's song.
Mary Kay, do you know that one?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler, right?
Yep.
Yes, I know a musician. The one
Good job.
time I'm not playing, and I know the musician and the song. And we need a suggestion to get this scene started. So, Becca, do you have something for us to kick this scene off?
Suave.
Suave?
Yep. Whatever that means to you guys. Suave.
Suave. Go for it.
I am here to pick you up. Let us go out on a date. 'Cause you were single when I asked you out, and we're both looking for a mate.
When I saw you there, it was wonderful that now I really am glad that you asked me.
I like to do things like open doors, say please and thank you, and pull out chairs. And when we walk down through the restaurant, we'll be feeling a lot of stranger stares. Oh la da 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 da.
Old-fashioned men aren't really that common now. I hope that you don't think that I need things done. I am a capable person.
No, not at all. That's not what I think. It's just that I'm feeling so inspired because I used a certain bath product named Suave today, and that has left me awfully tired.
Well, I can see that it will be a mellow night. Why don't you just relax? We don't have to do anything. We could just sit and watch a movie.
Shall we Netflix and chill? Is that what you're suggesting? Shall we order a pizza tonight? Shall we throw our feet up on the coffee table? That sounds like it's a plan that's all right.
Doesn't that have connotations other than just watching movies? I have heard that just saying Netflix and chills is an invitation to mess around. And I just met you. I am not that kind of girl.
I'm so sorry, that's what the kids say, and I am trying to sound cool. But here I am proposing sex to you, and all I look like is a fool. Oh, la da 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 la da da da.
Well, we got off to such a good start. I don't see why this has to end. Why don't you come over? Maybe we're more than just friends.
All right. That was
Piano Man. Of course I know Piano Man. I heard something different.
so did I.
I'm glad I got to sing it, though. Thank you, Mary Kay.
You sounded great.
Okay. That was Merry Melodies. And moving on, and actually that game segues perfectly into the next game because we're going to move on to Sex with Me. So you're going to give us stuff and we're going to tell you how sex with us is like that stuff. So Becca, may we have a suggestion?
A whisper.
Sex with me is like a whisper. You're not going to hear it coming.
Sex with me is like a whisper. Lean over and I will do it in your ear.
Okay, we're going to move on to a different suggestion.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
That's what me is like karaoke. I kind of know what I'm doing, but let's just see what happens.
Netflix and chill with me is like karaoke. I prefer to do it in a moose.
Sex with
Sex
me.
with me is like karaoke. I don't have any original ideas of my own.
Sex with me is like karaoke. We can just follow what's on the screen, and we don't have to think of anything. We just do what's on the screen.
Sex with me is like karaoke. Be sure to wipe it off before you start.
Sex with me is like karaoke. The more strangers that watch, the better I perform.
We're going to stop there. Sorry, Matt. We're going to stop there because I like that one, and we're running up against time. So that was the game of Sex with Me. We have one last game now before we wrap it up. So I'm going to need 3 people to head off into a soundproof breakout room. And we're going to play the game Clue. And just like in the board game Clue, the players have to figure out who did it, where, and with what item. And they're going to have to figure that out through using pantomime and gibberish. So Steve will start, and he'll have to convey what those 3 things are to the next person through pantomime and gibberish. And they'll have to convey what they are to the next person, and so on. So, Becca, may we have a location?
A kitty litter box.
Kitty litter box, okay. And may we have the occupation?
A French maid.
French maid, cool. And may we have the weapon?
Pork belly.
Pork belly. Okay, Steve, when you're ready, recap those, please.
All right. The location is a kitty litter box. The occupation is a French maid, and the weapon is a pork belly.
Okay.
Have a great future.
So as soon as you're ready, Steve, go ahead and
Oh yeah, I have to call the first.
yeah.
detective.
And everyone at home, you can too. Say, first detective, come on back.
T-I-V-E. I type this every week. You think I'd know how to spell detective? And wait. I'll just chill here until somebody comes back. It's just me. Just me all by. Oh, hey.
¿Qué será pa? Oh, ¿qué pasaría?
Así va.
Dime, mi mía.
Woo! Si va, si va.
Será pa, si ya será baja, será la baja.
Así va, si va, si va, así va, si va, si va.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Oh, si va, si va. Oh, oui, oui. Oh, papa. Oh, papa. Oh, petit papa. Así va, petit papa. Oh, papa. Oh, si va, petit papa, papa. Ah, oui, oui. Oh, oh.
O sea, sería entonces, o sería, sorry, se vería, se vería, so sería,
Si va, si va.
o sea, pero se va, se va.
Si va, papa. Oh, si va, si va, papa, papa. Oh, si va, papa.
Oh,
Oh, si va.
so sería, se vería, o sería, se va. So she is super about. How soon I guess he is it?
All right, it's time to bring back our second detective. So let's all say, second detective, come on back.
Sabana Papa.
So was he has about. So the Pasiera, she is about the Pasaraka. So you would be I never.
Ja,
Terve käsiä. Ja. Sofia ba. Serapa.
Oh, it's about it's about
All right. We have one detective left. It's time to get them back. So let's all say, Detective 3, come on back. It's a long walk back from the breakout room. It's like a really long hallway.
I'm back.
Come
on.
Wait, three swap one punkaba.
There's a wall.
All right. We need to bring all of our detectives back now and see if we successfully conveyed all of that information. So, Zach, you were the last to come in. So, Zach, what was the location?
The location was definitely a litter box.
It was.
Yeah.
Yes, we got one. And what was the occupation?
The occupation was a painter.
No, Matt, what was the occupation?
Okay, the occupation was the painter's model.
No. Mary Kay, what was the occupation?
A very French makeup artist.
Oh, you're so close.
I thought you were gonna say it.
Oh.
Steve, what was it?
It was a French maid.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dusting. I see.
Yep. And then lastly, Zach, what was the weapon?
Murder weapon was the singular hoof of a hooven animal.
No. Matt, what was it?
It was foie gras.
No. Not foie gras. Mary Kay, what was it?
It was a potbelly pig.
Ooh. Oh, you're so close. You are so close. Steve, what was it?
It was pork bellies.
It was pork belly.
Oh,
Yep.
But I
There
can
you have
see
it.
belly pig.
Let's bring all of our players back. That is our show for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next Wednesday at 7 o'clock for some more amazing Unprov. And if you don't feel like you've gotten enough of an improv fix tonight, you can see a few of us again tomorrow night with Jester's Comedy Improv at 8 p.m. on their Facebook page. So go check that out. That's going to be another really fun show. But for now, give some applause and love for your players for tonight. The magnificent Matt. The bodacious Bill.
Ooh.
The marvelous Mary Kay. I need to find more Z words. The zany Zach.
Yeah.
And the stupendous Steve. And hiding behind the set list is the brilliant Becca.
Becca.
Yay. And our other special guest for tonight was Bryce.
Bryce.
Yay for Bryce. And I have been your host, Blake. Thank you for watching. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye. Goodbye now. Would you like one hoop or two hoops? I'm making a hoop soup. It behooves you to buy some soup from me. The soup comes in cup-sized servings and a gallon size serving, family size. So you can get a cup for $2